What up, what up, what up? Double M's, it's your boy Keys.
And it's your girl Mandy. Ew.
And we back
with another video.
Yeah.
And this time we are doing Nikki's Place Soul Food. And we'll show you what we have here, you guys.
One thing I hate. Yep.
I have the smothered pork chops, and you see the steam still come off that food. I have the collard greens, and I have the candied yams.
And I have fried pork chop, greens, and candied yams.
And then they also gave us a little corn muffin, y'all. Let me see how that tastes in just a minute here. It looked kind of soft, like it could be pretty good. We'll see. Let's see. So we're gonna get into this what?
This blessing session.
All right, let's do it.
Most loving and gracious Father, thank you for all your many blessings. Thank you for our friends and loved ones coming in and joining us. Thank you for this food, for the nourishing our body. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. I can't wait to taste everything because everybody's always talking about how good this place is, and we haven't been able to get a chance to get around to going there. So definitely want to try it out. Try the collard greens. Here we go.
I got smothered pork chops.
The greens are flavorful. It tastes really good. I got a tinge of sweetness to them. Not too much, but it's good.
When y'all asking, "Whoa, what Keys doing here and eating?"
And the yams are sweet, y'all, and cinnamon. Got a cinnamon flavor.
Too much juice from the greens.
Yeah, you know when you had these clothes to go containers, all that steam.
On my meat and got it on my meat. Not gonna leave it crispy. But it seems good.
And I got the smothered pork chops with the onions, yellow rice. They put a lot of onions in here too, y'all. I'm definitely looking forward to jumping in this. Look at that.
We're gonna do a thumbnail.
Okay. The smothered pork chop is pretty good too.
Oh, pretty good green. I seen them back there cooking. They was doing everything right.
This is really good, y'all.
And the candied yam, they not out of can. They done the right way. It's real sweet potato, done the right way. You can taste the cinnamon, the allspice. Definitely you can taste the sugar.
It's good. I love the greens.
And they real greens cut up, not out the can.
No glory canned goods.
These real greens.
Because we've seen soul food restaurants serve those. Glory canned goods.
You can taste the tartness of the greens when you know they're fresh.
I got me some sweet tea, y'all.
Somebody got up early in the morning, prepped the food, stayed up last night and prepped the food.
Yeah, they probably got a system in place. They've been around a little while, so this is definitely good. So we hope you guys are having a blessed day. Let's see, the cornbread by itself too.
Yep, sweet cornbread
Oh, it
muffin.
is sweet. And good. Man, tastes so good with this food. This is a good meal. Oh.
Next, I'm gonna have to try the black eyed peas and rice.
That sounds good too. So it could be something really good. These greens, I love their greens. You could tell they put a lot of different seasonings, and they kind of made them a little sweet, but they good.
Yep.
They're packed with flavor.
The thing with greens, you put a little bit of sugar and vinegar and season them up real
And you can
good.
taste that in here. It's so good. Y'all, the food be so good. You don't even know how much you be smacking until you go back and edit the video.
Yep. And y'all know what they use for these greens? And they had them on the as a side. They use smoked pigtails. Cause you can tell if people put like ham hocks in their greens.
Turkey legs,
Cause a little bit of the meat will be in the greens, but you can taste it in the They use like smoked pigtail.
It's good though. Rice up under there. Ooh, and they got that good rice too, that good yellow rice. What's that Uncle Beans on? I can tell. Most soul food restaurants are using Uncle Beans rice. It's good.
But
I'm using gravy.
that candied yams really good. You can just go there and get candied yams. Candied yams and greens.
This food bomb. This is our first time trying the place, and I like the smothered pork chops, the greens and the yams, and the yellow rice. Really good. I be so thirsty, y'all. Ooh.
And it's a real pork chop with the bone in.
Oh yeah. Cause I had to take a couple bones out.
You know, not the fillet, little
Meat,
center
yeah.
center cut. without the bone. So they doing everything right in there. It's a little small place.
Yeah, it is real small and intimate. Mm-hmm. This is good. Whew. I'm full, y'all. Y'all know your girl. Y'all know me by now. But when I get hungry again later, if I feel like I need another little bite of something, I can eat this. That's always a good thing.
Y'all, that's it for mine.
Yeah, he done.
That was good. Most definitely. They get from a rating from 1 to 10, they get a 10.
Yeah, that's good food, y'all. Really good food. Really good food. Ooh, full. Full as a tick. It's weird. I can't take another bite of food, but I can always eat some ice and drink some liquids.
Our food was too good, y'all.
And that was Nikki's place, y'all, here in Orlando in the downtown area. Really good food.
Yeah, y'all already know you gotta kind of drive to the hood.
Yeah, and it wasn't in no busy area, so that was good too. Cause sometimes you go down on Church Street, man, you can't find no parking to get some of that food they have down there. You got to try to ride around while the other person go and order the food, come back through, hope they done getting their food and come out. Too much. So this is really nice. So we could park and go in there and get our food.
Yeah, it was early though. So,
yeah, it was early.
Yeah, you got to get places like that early.
Yeah, for everybody to start packing in. But it was a nice intimate place. You know, it's a few people in there already sit down eating, and then for those who wanted to order their food to go, was at the bar, and that's it. It was nice. So we're going to talk about today because, you guys, we've been talking about things we've been seeing in the media, YouTube, things like that. But, we also was discussing something yesterday, like, can success and love coexist? How many of y'all feel like you can have both? I mean, I personally feel I can have both.
The reason why we asked this, like she's saying, in the entertainment business, all around, whether it be movies, sports, or music, we've been seeing, the infidelities and all that kind of stuff. People been singing about it, and some of them can't.
Or just entrepreneurship. Like if you got a business, you're busy, you're trying to create something, but your spouse isn't understanding to that, or they're kind of like becoming what you would call a hindrance in a way. Like, how do you coexist with trying to obtain success in whatever it is and still have
a relationship
and love with your partner?
Or if your relationship is battling to be broken, so to speak, because one is out there doing their thing because they're in a place on a high level, let's say in the music business. That's
and they're more accomplished than you in that way. Where they're
and you'll stay at home, whether you're the stay at home
or you work a regular job,
man or woman, or you have a regular job, like she's saying, and the other person is gone. Probably 3 or 4 times in a week or out of the month. Or something like
Sometimes a couple of months at a time. They on tour, they doing things, or They got business engagements and meetings and things they're attending out of the state. You know, how do you manage that? You know,
most also in the shows, these reality shows, you see it going on. A lot of the reality shows, you see the infidelities of the successful person going out, and then they spending more time on the job, and you see these memes, the work wife or the work husband or the person making little things on their Instagram talking about that. Oh, if your wife doing this and she doing that, then she might have a work husband. If she buys you a cologne and you don't wear cologne, well, this is the cologne that she smelled on her work husband, and she bringing it back to you because she like that smell. It's same way with the male, not treating your wife right at home because he's at work this amount of time, coming home late and sleeping.
And when people are having relationships like that, they tend to want to spend more time in those places with those other people because there's something that is missing at home. And I feel like when people are trying to obtain success in order to make things a little easier for the relationship to work better, like maybe we need more financial stability in our relationship because we don't have it, and if we don't obtain it and get there, then this relationship is not going to make it. So I feel like there needs to be a conversation. Okay, this is what we're trying to do to get the success. You're going to have to bear with me while I do this, and I'm going to have to bear with you while you do your part. You know, if people aren't having conversations and you just over here trying to do your own thing and trying to grow in your own area or obtain success in your own right by yourself, you're not communicating with your partner about the plan or how we're going to do things. Because what can happen is if you're trying to obtain success and you leaving them behind, you're going to break up anyway.
Yep.
You're going to break up anyway because you're no longer focused on that anymore. That's not even important to you. But when it's important to you, you'll have a conversation. You'll have respect in the relationship. You know, some people, they never had nothing. When people have never had anything, they tend to not know how to act. And that's what you see a lot with these celebrities and with people who are starting to gain some type of notoriety, or, you know, they're starting to have a fan base. They don't know how to act. They don't know how to be humble. They don't know how to be gracious with what they're obtaining and what's happening in their life. They don't know how to move with it. So it's like it's easier for them to get caught up with somebody or caught up cheating and things like that. You know what I'm saying? If you already engaged in those kind of behaviors before anyway, you know, who's to say you won't do it again? You could say, oh, this is the best person I've ever been with. They treat me better than my last, relationship. And this is why I'm not going to cheat on this person. But that's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily true. If somebody catch you at the right time, at the right moment, run the right game on you,
you can find fault in anything.
And you'll find a reason to do the wrong thing.
That's right.
So I think love and success can coexist, but there has to be a conversation, and people have to stick to the game plan and the rules of the relationship. And
you got to stick together.
Yeah,
you got to be, if one have a chance and you have a plan and you both come together, let's work with you first, okay? Once both of you get figuring out which person wants to move first and has a good idea of where you're going, well, you grab that person and they move up too. Then you got that one taken care of. Now you're pushing the other one up, and you reach back, grab them, and both things are moving up.
That's so true. And even if you can't be a part of it because you need to go to work, you need to pay the bills, you need to do something else, then you do what you got to do until you both can be in a place where you both can do it together.
Yeah.
Like sometimes people are so busy worried about what the other person doing, and they lack trust that nothing can get done right because you're too busy worried about what this person doing when they go here, or you got to go everywhere they go. Sometimes you can't be everywhere your spouse is. So that's why I'm saying you have to have a conversation and develop trust in your relationship. If you're with somebody you don't trust, then love and success is going to be very, very hard in that relationship. If that person don't trust you, that person is constantly feeling like, if you booking a flight to go somewhere, be booking me one too. I'm going too. Like if you feel like you gotta watch somebody like that, then that is a problem, because it's not going to work. It's not going to work very long. You got to have trust, and you got to know that I can't go everywhere Keys go. Keys can't go everywhere I go. We can't always move like that. Yes, in a perfect world, it'd be great to be able to go everywhere together. But there's some things I have to do by myself at times, and there's some things I have to do by himself at times. And that's how it has to work. Sometimes if he's at work, I have to take care of some things on my own. I can't sit around and say, well, I'm going to wait till he off to do it. Then what? If we just going to get done? We're going to put off till tomorrow what we can do today?
Yeah.
No, you can't have that kind of mentality or thinking, and you can't have distrust. You know, so if you don't trust each other, you don't agree with what the person's doing because it's keeping them away from you too much, there's going to be problems, and it's going to be hard for you to keep that relationship together while that person is trying to go to the next level.
Y'all let us know. Comment down there.
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think of some of the obstacles that people some of these people are having, why their relationships aren't working? I know some of them are fictitious relationships in the celebrity world. Mm-hmm. You know, people doing things for photo ops and for publicity, and it look good. People in the public would like to see me and you together. Let's make it look this way. I'm pretty sure there's some relationships like that out there.
Yeah. And how are you making it? Mm-hmm. If you're going through some similar difficulties like that, what are some of the things that you can give some of the subscribers out here
some advice on?
Yeah, you know, that has worked for you.
Yeah, like if you know you have a busy career, you know, how have you and your mate made it work? If they don't have a job, or they stay at home, or they don't make as much money as you, or they don't work as many days out the week as you, because sometimes, you know, even when you off work, sometimes you go home and you bring work home. Some people do that. So how do you make that work when you tend to do stuff like that too? Because I know people get mad about that. You know, oh, you already been at work all day long, and now you come home to work some more. What about the family?
Yeah. Also, she made a valid point. Y'all remember the movie? I think it was the second Tyler Perry movie, Why Did I Get Married? And the young lady, they went on a vacation. Not only was she taking the work home with her, but she took it on a vacation.
Yep, sure did.
So do we have any out there that are taking work with them on a vacation while you're supposed to be relaxing, thinking not about the job, but how you can build within your relationship, and probably build on the outside of that job, having something of your own, but you still confined to that particular job. Wow, it's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. I feel like you have to just really pace yourself. You know, what God has for you, it is for you. You know, we can't never say that enough. And you have to remember, family is the most important thing, because when all that other stuff is gone, or if it leaves you tomorrow, if something changes in your financial life, or something changes in the career moves, or things dry up, your family is what you have there, you know? So you have to remember to make time for the people you care about, and sometimes know how to turn work on and turn it off. You have to. And I know it's hard when people are entrepreneurs, because they're not working a regular 9 to 5, where they're clocking in somewhere and clocking out. Yeah. So it's a little harder for them, because you know you have to be available when opportunities come available. So I get that too, but just pace yourself so that you don't, you know, lose a great relationship because all you're thinking about is work, and there's no balance. You know, there's no equilibrium in the relationship. So you got to make sure you think about that when you saying, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that. Yes, okay, we want to do this. Well, let's work on one thing at a time. Let's pace ourselves, and let's remember that this relationship and this marriage is the most important thing at the end of the day. Because all that other stuff, it can perish. It can be here today. That's like right now, I can be hitting it while it's hot. I mean, I'm out here speaking everywhere, doing my thing, and I'm claiming it, and I know it's coming. But what if the speaking engagements dry up? Then what? My marriage in shambles. I'm chasing after money. Money cannot be your only motivator in life, y'all. Money cannot. And that's the thing. There needs to be a level of balance. It's okay to have a little bit of everything. I ain't got to have it all. But just a little bit of some financial stability, a little bit of love, personal time, a little bit of work, a little bit of everything. I don't want too much of I'm doing too much of this that I'm lacking every other aspect of my life.
Yeah.
My mental stability, my health, and everything is a back burner because I'm so busy caught up in making money. I don't want to be that kind of person, you know? I think that's why we see so much mental health too. And why a lot of relationships are breaking up is because there are some mental health things going on with one of the partners in the relationship or both people.
Yeah.
And they can't coexist. Your problem's bad, my problem's bad.
Yeah.
We can't even understand each other.
If the whole foundation is unstable, then nothing can be built there.
No, nothing can be built. So you got to think about those things when you're trying to be in a relationship. You with somebody you say you want to marry, you say you love them, you want to be with them for the rest of your life, but then you also have goals and things you're trying to obtain, you know. And I get it, it's all good, all of it, you can have it all, but just make sure that you balance it so that nobody feels neglected while you are trying to reach your goals, you know. So the other person don't feel like, dang, all they care about is what they want. I don't even feel like I'm somebody they want anymore, you know. Because it ain't just you getting out there cheating because you on the road or you moving about city to city. They could be back home cheating because you ain't there.
Yeah.
You know? Those are things you got to think about.
Because you do have those particular things going on. You would think it's just one person out there doing harm to the relationship when you have one person over here and then you have the other person over there doing things as well. So you really have to check yourself, and like she said, it got to be some conversation.
Yeah,
conversation is key. That's the first.
Constant communication, y'all. Constant, because you know you don't want to assume that anybody understands what you're saying if you really don't know if they understand. You know, it's always good to have good communication and clarity. Clarifying what you mean. Clarifying, do you understand where I'm coming from? Clarifying it, because I'm telling you, you be thinking somebody cool what you doing, and you out here roaming around, going here, going there. Then you find that I'm built a whole other relationship with somebody else, and they ready to roll out. I mean, not to bring up Wendy Williams and her husband again, but look at that situation. They were working together. He was the executive producer of her show, and here he was having a whole other life with another woman right up under her nose. You know, and eventually I'm sure she found out about it at some point. But look how long that went on, to the point now where he's been in a 10-year relationship with this lady, and they just had a newborn baby girl. I mean, come on. You know, come on. I'm pretty sure that at times, Wendy aspirations and goals and her going after her dreams, you know, probably did put a strain on the relationship at times, you know. She probably wasn't as available, you know, as he probably wanted her to be. But this is what comes with trying to obtain a certain level of success.
And right back to the communication part. Did they ever sit down, both of them, and at the same time being positive, having a positive mind? You know, I'm willing to listen to you, you be willing to listen to me, and try to sort out their issues. I don't believe they had came to some type of agreement that they could sit down and do that, because I think one was already gone.
Yeah,
they were out of there.
I think he was already gone. I think it was more or less too, he wanted to be a bully in the relationship where, you know, I'm going to stay here and reap the benefits of the Wendy Williams brand, but I'm also have this other life. And that's, I've been checked out. And that's
how we came to the conclusion of this this topic. Can love and success coexist? Is because most people want that cake and eat it too. Can you have your cake and eat it too?
True.
On a positive level, yes. But on the negative, no, you can't.
No, not when you're doing malicious stuff or you're trying to hurt somebody, or you know you really don't want to be there, but because you know the potential this person has to obtain success, you want to hang around for that reason, because you don't have the willpower, determination, and you don't have your own goals in place. You don't know what you want to do with your own life, so you pretty much willing to piggyback off somebody else. That's not right. You know, that's not a life to live, and I feel like that's what Kelvin Hunter was. You know, he didn't have any goals or aspirations of his own, so he piggybacked off his wife and basically was a part of her dreams. He didn't have his own dreams. And that's why it's important to have your own dreams. And then we collectively have some goals and dreams together that we want to accomplish. But have your own. Don't do what I do. Do what you want to do. It's in your heart. Do what makes you happy. What are you passionate about? And I don't think he had that. Now look at him. You know what I'm saying? You finna get a settlement from your wife. You ought to feel less than a man. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, oh yeah, he helped build the Wendy Williams brand. But, you know, let's think about it. Wendy Williams was going to get where she was going with or without him anyway. What goals and aspirations did he have outside of her brand? I'm just saying. You know, it's important to have your own dreams and goals, and then collectively we come together and communicate about what dreams and goals we want to pursue together. But like he said, you got to constantly be communicating because, like I said, people assume things. Well, he happy to be the executive producer of my show. He's happy to be here. And then guess what? He wasn't. He wasn't, because it's clear that he wasn't by the fact that he has a kid here now, a second child. His first child is already off to college. And Wendy Williams and him are not the only couples that's out there doing this kind of stuff. People are creating different types of relationships and marriages just so they can have success and money. You know, success and a marriage. So they have a relationship and success. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett are a prime example of that. They have an open marriage. When I'm over here doing me, I'm doing me. When you're over there doing you, you're doing you. You know, just so you can.
And we come together.
Yeah.
It's all about us. Oh. But you don't think about so many people that you allow to come within that relationship that you're going to have a soul tie with.
And then the people that you're hurting too, because some people, you know, can't just mess around with you and then move on.
No, they're going to have some real hard feelings. Why is he choosing that person over me? What? We just met 2 days ago.
Or we only been kicking it for a couple of months. You know, people still, you know, it don't take but a couple months for somebody to start feeling like they in love with you, or they want to be with you on a permanent basis, but you attached in a marriage where that's never possible. So anybody dealing with you gotta automatically know that they just temporary, and that's bad. You know, that's setting your own self up. But you know, like I said, not to veer too far from the subject, but some people are creating and making themselves believe certain things just so they can coexist. And they're really not coexisting together. It's just they putting on a facade. This is what it looks like to us from the media side of things. We're sitting back looking at this from the outside. Oh, it looks like they're in a happily marriage. They've been together for years. But no, they haven't. How many of those years were they really married, really dealing with issues, living in the house together, really going through anything? No. Yeah. They got so much money and access now. You living on one side of the world, I'm probably on one side of the world, and then maybe 2 months out of the year, we come to this house and live together.
Yeah.
That's not a marriage.
Actually, really know the whole truth
of what a lot of these people are doing
unless
out here.
You're actually really with them.
That's true. You'll never know unless you on the inside, you know, and you see what's going on. You'll never know. But yeah, can success and love it coexist? I believe it can, but I believe that some people are trying to make it work with these non-traditional and out of the box thinking type situations. Well, let's do this and let's have an open marriage. Well, you know, you do this, you do that, or I need to be able to be pleased by other men. I don't want to just be with you no more. You know, to be able to accept that, I don't know. That's a lot. I would just say go on about your business.
Yeah, it's better to move along.
Yeah, it's better to go about your business instead of just wasting your time with somebody who you know truly don't want to be there with you and not supportive of you.
Yeah, y'all let us know what your thoughts, what your feelings are about that. Don't forget to like.
Subscribe, share the videos ain't gonna hurt nothing to share nothing. And hit that what?
Bell. Bing! So you can be notified all the content, all the videos that we have in store for you.
And we'll see you in our next video. Bye.
Y'all.